Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to Accureye Talks, the series where I am talking about everything, related to the characters and whatnot in, Street Fighter. So, today we are going to be talking about one of the very first, low to mid-range characters, at least in my opinion, for the game. Yeah, we are going to be talking about, Alex or Abel. Let's see, Alex. Yeah, Alex. So it's Alex. We're going to be talking about Alex, who is one of the very first mid to low to mid tier characters that I've come across going forward, in my opinion. Now, like I've said, most of these are just my opinion for low to mid tier characters, and yeah, you know. And like I've said, low to mid-tier characters mean that they could be mid-tier, but they're mostly probably low characters, and they're obviously not used very often. But, yeah, this is Alex, who is, like I said, a very, good example of a low to mid-tier character, and, like, in general, Alex, just in my opinion, doesn't have, or hold much of a candle to some of the things that are, you would hope out of him. Like, like, for instance, his V-Trigger, some of his moves are only active or available during V-Trigger 1, and I mean, like, V-Trigger 2 I haven't really found much use for, so I don't really see the, much of the desire or the, sorry of the answer one, but or the appeal for playing Alex, like, and that's something that I've noticed just going forward, and yeah, but like I've said, Alex to me is a very low to mid tier character. He doesn't hold much in the way or in the fashion of of course, being able to, oh man, sorry about the answer one, but he just doesn't hold the, appeal of, what I expect, and, you can see it here, like, with V-Trigger 2, is it? Or V-Trigger 1? Yeah, this is V-Trigger 1, and I mean, you can see that, he just doesn't hold the candle overall for the characters on Street Fighter. But, yeah, and, yeah, with that being said, I mean, we're going to go ahead and move on to our normal online match to kind of show you what I mean by the fact that Alex is kind of a low to mid tier character, and yeah, of course, like I've said, this is going to be the match where I show you why Alex is kind of a low to mid tier character. But yeah, he's not a character, at least in my opinion, that really can hold a candle to being a being a top tier character, and unfortunately, in my opinion, there's just no way he would be at least under the consideration of being top tier, at least just in general. So yeah, and you'll see that here. He is kind of, like I've said before, a low to mid tier character. He's not really in the mid tier category, but he's definitely not in the low tier category, so he's kind of like that transition type character. And in ranked matches, I mean, you will not see him used very often, because he's just not usable. He doesn't have anything that really makes him a viable character going forward, If you know what I mean, it's just that, you'll see it here that I've had times where I am, well, I do show sparks, I do show, moments of, just having that beautiful type of, type of set move, or whatever. I have that beautiful times where, you'll see, like here, you'll see that you know, even against this person, you know, Rayflex or whoever he is, you'll see here that, you know, I have times where, I spark up, and Akuma, of course, is a very high tier character. I will talk about him going into when the time comes, but you know, as I've said, you'll see it here that I put up quite a formidable fight, and you know, you could see that I have sparks and times where, you know, I'm just literally like, you know, possibly able to beat this guy. But, you know, of course, in the end, because, of course, that Alex really isn't a high-tier character, or even in the mid-tier range, you know, he just can't hold the candle. He just can't hold a place, in my opinion, to being a mid- or high-tier character. And, you know, with that being said, you know, he definitely does suffer from that, you know. But like I've said, you'll see it here, where I have times where I'm literally just, you know, in that motion, in that zone where I could, you know, pop up a little surprise here and there, but, you know, but of course, you know, it just doesn't always happen, and this is a good example of why it doesn't always happen. You lose. So, you know, So yeah, anyway, you know, like I've said, that's just the thing, everybody, is that, you know, in general, you know, while Alex does have some great motion and some great times and chances to be a shining character, he just doesn't have it. And you'll see it here, how I pop up a little and I kind of pull my game a little bit, because Alex is a mid-tier character. He's a nice mid-tier character, and of course you'll kind of see the entirety of that motion coming around, where you know, where I will be turning it around. But you know, as I said, I mean, in general, though, Alex just can't really hold the candle to you know, to being a great character like some other characters can, you know. And it's unfortunate that is a thing, but you know, but it of course does happen, as you see here, that, you know, there are times where it just does happen where you know, where I just don't have the thing. And you know, like I said, you see here how Alex can be quite a character worth you know. Now that there surprised me. I did not expect that at all. Like when I did do that, I was not expecting that at all. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can see how Alex is basically a mid to high tier character in general, and you know, and with that being said, I mean, you know, that is what it is. I mean, you know, so that is pretty much my tips. Those are my thoughts, and you know, everything about Alex. You know, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm going to go live next, because I know you want to help this channel, and I know you guys want to continue to, if you guys do want to continue to support this channel, please do consider hitting those things. Join me live if you want on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye, because I go live every Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I'm working very hard on Mondays and Tuesdays, of course, to give you a weekly set of videos. But with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me. And until the next one, this is Accureye signing out and saying farewell, everyone. So thank you everyone for watching me, and I will see you on the next one.